be told, my name is Esmeralda.
And my name is Gisela.
Hello guys, welcome to the Veritas when I was 17 years old edition. Today we're going to interview Don and Linda with our reporter Meliela and Frania.
Most embarrassing moment in high school?
I think turning up into class late. I used to get to school a little late a couple times a month. So walking in there and everybody stares at you as you walk in the door.
I like how you yelled at us about that.
So I know how you feel, so you really should be there on time.
We try our hardest.
Oh, what's the embarrassing moment? We had this glass hallway with these huge glass panes as we walked to either the field house or our cafeteria. And I was a senior, and it was Friday, so I was wearing my football jersey as we used to do that at schools. And there was one kid on the wrestling team, and we pushed each other around. That was kind of like something that we did. And when I pushed him, he tripped, and he went back into one of the giant glass pane windows, and it shattered. It's as big as a door at least, and the whole thing shatters. And both him and I are shocked at first. We're both kind of laughing though. And then one of the teachers in the field house was like, "Hey, don't you go anywhere." I'm wearing a jersey with my number and my name on the back. So I was just standing there in the midst of shattered glass, completely in awe at what just happened.
Did you run?
No, he told me not to. So there was no point in running.
Did
Actually, no. My mom got called to the principal's office, and I met with him, and he's like, because I talked to him, and I told him exactly what happened. We were just pushing around, we were joking around, and the window shattered. And he's like, "I can't punish your son," because he was completely honest with what he did. And he's like, "I'd like him to pay for the window." It was a very costly window.
How much did the window cost?
Over $1,000. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, but I ended up not having to pay it, so I'm glad.
Oh, I was like, that's expensive.
Yeah.
Thank you for watching. Please stay with us. Next time we will interview a new teacher.
Up next, our presidential campaign interview with Kayla.
Elections in America has selected President Obama for another term. Let's see what your classmates think about the president's re-election. I'm here with Noelle and Rory. We're going to ask them a few questions. Rory, what are your thoughts? Are you happy or not?
I'm pretty happy, but it wasn't as exciting as the first time, like he was elected.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm still pretty happy about it, and that I'm proud.
Oh, okay. In the previous term, President Obama has seemed to blame the Bush administration on the nation's problems. Do you think in his next term he'll just keep on blaming Bush or actually do something?
Well, Bush was a really bad president. He did get us into 2 wars, and it's, all the debt. But, I do think that Obama didn't do as well as I was hoping he would do, and you can't just keep blaming Bush. He has to actually do something.
Now, do you think Mitt Romney should have won, and why, or why not?
Reasons why I think Mitt Romney should have won. I do believe that Mitt Romney should have won. Simply just because of where morality stands, and there has to be a certain truth. I know that there's a certain appeal that we find with other politicians and all, but it's not about what makes us really feel good. It has to be something beyond that. It has to be what's about what's right and what's true. And there's certain moralities that I can't just step back and let go through because it's what maybe society is all for and everyone else all seems to be for. But I have to stand by what's right and my conviction, and not just what feels right, but what really is true.
Besides religious views, what do you agree with Mitt Romney about?
I guess just conservative, him being conservative in his spending. We can't just spend our way out of debt. I don't see that really working. That hasn't really worked in any other societies. It's not really worked. So it has to just be cutting back, spending less. But I'm just a high school student.
Okay. All right. And what do you want President Obama to do in his second term and why?
Yeah, I mean, he's still our president, he's still our commander-in-chief, and it's still our job as the people to stand behind him. And it's simply the president's job to represent the people. So I want him to represent the people, not be compromising other things for things that, even though Even though the majority may want one thing, that doesn't make it right, and so we can't be taking rights away from other groups, or giving supposed rights to other groups as well. So I want him to just be representing them equally.
All right. Well, thank you both. Well, there you have it. Your classmates' thoughts on election. Back to you.
Up next, we got how to swag with you today.
And here we have the boys considered Veritas High School swagger, Jose Moreno. Hello, Jose Moreno. You're really considered classy, fresh, and really well dressed. Where do you shop for your clothes?
Well, it depends.
Okay, so where would you tell me?
I say, well, first I go to Express, and if not there, I go to H&M.
Oh, that's good. That's a really good place to go. So guys, start shopping at Express or H&M. Hello there. Here we have Vanessa Bravo, a junior at Veritas High School, considered to be really classy and fashionable. Where do you shop for your clothes?
I shop at Forever 21.
Oh, okay, Forever 21. Do you go for any specific sales or anything like that?
Yeah, that's why I like that store, because it's like cheap.
Oh, okay, so go for the sales and you'll be fashionable just like Vanessa. And here we have Anthony Diaz, a junior at Veritas High School, considered to have really nice swag. Where do you shop for your clothes?
The mall.
Oh, the mall! Where at the mall?
Macy's, H&M.
Okay, do you shop for any specific sales?
No.
Okay, go to H&M to have swag like Anthony Diaz.
And now we have gaming and 3D with Kevin.
Evidence that people are getting tired of the 3D trend is piling up. The most recent proof of this has been reported by Nintendo president Satoru Iwata, whose company has been pushing the 3D product, the 3DS. Nintendo will continue to offer 3D products, but they will not be a major selling point. In the movie industry, the 3D has been declining in profit since James Cameron's Avatar. Its box office revenue was 80% of its profits. 19 movies were released in 2011 and 3D versions only received 18% of their profits. Even the very successful Avengers movie adaptation only received half of the profits in 3D. With the 3D hype deflated, the media and technology companies will be able to focus on more important things like adding worthwhile features and applications into the DS, or focus on writing a solid plot into the movies.
Much better.
And cut, print.
Okay.
Okay, and upcoming now we have a random questions with Javi, Cheyenne, and Nadia.
And I'm Cheyenne.
I'm Javi. Welcome back
to our senior segment of random questions. This week we chose 4 seniors and asked them what their biggest mistake in high school was.
And we asked them to give advice for incoming freshmen.
Okay. My biggest mistake coming into high school is probably not eating before I come to school, because it makes you not focus, and then you think about food all day, and then when you get to lunch you're still hungry after. So eat before you go to school.
My biggest mistake coming into high school is not paying attention to my grades, because it affects you your senior year. It affects you a lot when you're applying to colleges and stuff. Yeah.
My biggest mistake coming into high school was not being so social with my friends, or not making enough friends. Just keep it where it's at. Yeah. Make friends.
And my biggest mistake coming into high school is putting my personal life before high school, because it really does get in the way of your grades and it affects you a lot. So.
Okay. My advice to freshmen is don't be lazy, because it's hard to catch up. Like the work builds up and it's hard to catch up after, and it's not good for you.
My advice for freshmen is make a lot of friends. Socialize, but don't force it. Mainly, because if you force it, then nobody's gonna like you, and then you're gonna be like, that's not what you want in high school.
My advice to freshmen is don't get involved with stupid drama. It's not worth it at all. It's pointless. And yeah, don't listen to the he said, she said stuff.
My advice for freshmen is to wear appropriate clothes to school, because when you don't, you get sent home, and it feels really bad being sent home because you have a hole in your knee.
Now for the Star Wars article, Noel.
On Tuesday, October 30th, Disney purchased the rights to the Star Wars film franchise from Lucasfilms for $4.05 billion. They announced there will be 3 movies added to the saga, a taking place sometime after Episode 6. That's the original trilogy. Lucasfilm reported to E! News that Episode 7, quote, will be an original story. So it's believed to have no real context of the written stories following Episode 6. Yes, they did make a whole bunch of books and comics and graphic novels telling about what happened before, after, and during those films. Like Han Solo and Leia having twins that end up becoming Jedi, stuff like that. The Nerdist community is rather split on this new avenue. If you're familiar with any of the Star Wars diehard fans, you know that most of them hate anything after Episode 6, the original 3. Most of their anger is aimed at George Lucas, saying that he's just producing movies solely to make more money. Lucas has expressed his sadness on this outcry. So this fear that these films would be a further abuse of their childhood can be put to rest. Firstly, by it being completely out of George's hands. Thus, it may be the best thing that could happen to Star Wars. I'm sure you all know about Marvel Studios and how Disney bought them, and that seemed to work out pretty well. Disney has a truly unlimited resources for making new epic for a new generation. And with the elimination of George Lucas, what more could you want? Not much else has been released about this project. No story, director, or whether or not there will be recurring characters. Both the actor of Obi-Wan Kenobi in the last 3 and the actor of Luke Skywalker in the original movies have expressed their excitement at the chance to walk on the screen again in their classic roles. So anyways, this elimination of the original creator of the saga is freeing it to go in new directions. And this is really what people have been waiting for. Something new. Or maybe they just wanted to go back in the old direction. Just anything but the Phantom Menace.
Thanks a lot, Noel. Now a report on Hurricane Sandy by Victoria.
Go.
Across the Northeast, 6.2 million homes and businesses are without power because of the storm. And more than 40 people are dead, at least 22 in New York City alone. The storm left New York subway systems the worst damage in 108 years history, said officials. Train tunnels were flooded and electric equipment will have to be cleaned before network can reopen. The cost of clearing up the storm has been estimated to be $30 to $40 billion. Flights started arriving at JFK and Newark Liberty Airport on Wednesday morning, but service is limited and delays expected. More than 18,000 flights were grounded during the storm. New York Mayor Michael Bloomberg rang the opening bell on Wednesday at New York Stock Exchange, which was running on generator power. The NASDAQ was also back in business after 2 days closure. The last time the stock exchange shut down from so long because of the weather was in 1888. Sandy brought a record storm surge of almost 14 feet to central Manhattan, well above the previous year record of 10 feet during Hurricane Donna in 1960.
Here's upcoming movies by Myra.
Okay. Upcoming movies are what's happening now, and everyone's waiting for the new releases. So the first new release that I'm waiting for patiently is Rise of the Guardians. Rise of the Guardians tells a story about the Easter Bunny, Santa Claus, the Tooth Fairy, and Sandman, and of course Jack Frost. They go off on an adventure trying to stop the evil force that is known as Pitch, or the Boogeyman. Rise of the Guardians comes out November 21st, so go out and watch that one. The next movie I'll talk about is The Collection. This movie is about a serial murderer who puts you in a maze, and you have to find your way out before he finds you. This movie comes out in the beginning of December, but it has yet to have a release date. After this, it's the most anticipated The Hobbit movie. This is a prequel to the Lord of the Rings movie, which now in this one, instead of following Frodo Baggins, you are following Bilbo Baggins. What's the difference now? Whole movie I have to sit through. This movie comes out December 14th, and I'm still patiently waiting for this one as well. The last movie I'm going to talk about is a favorite of mine, and it's going to be a 3D release, which I'm not too excited about because I hate watching 3D movies. But Monsters, Inc. in 3D, that's kind of cool in a way, but still. I can't wait to see Mike and Sully and Boo all around come together again before I go out and watch Monsters University.
Here's Jacob with the archaeology story written by Rory.
Action.
Hi, I'm Jacob Daniels, reporting on a major archaeological discovery. Archaeologists believe they have found the remains of Richard III, King of England and star of the play Richard III by Shakespeare, underneath a parking lot in Leicester. The final resting place of Richard III has long been a mystery, as King Henry VIII, famous for his many wives who died untimely deaths, destroyed the Greyfriars Church, where Richard III was reportedly buried in 1538 during the dissolution of monasteries. With the church, the body was lost. Until now. There are some characteristics of the skeleton that lead the archaeologists to believe that the skeleton found is in fact Richard III. The skeleton is male with trauma to the head that is consistent with records that he died in battle from a blow to the head. The skeleton also had scoliosis, which the king was known to have had, making his left shoulder slightly higher than the right due to a spinal curvature. The skeleton was also found in the part of the church he was thought to be buried. Another medieval skeleton has been found in the same site the alleged skeleton of Richard III was found in. She could have been one of the founders of the church, but there is no way to know for sure. Well, I think it's kind of cool that they possibly found the body of King Richard III, but I mean, it's like kind of weird because you can't really know for sure if it is him, but if it is, that'd be kind of sweet, in my opinion. Because, like, how often do we find the body of, like, really weird king? King Richard III was found under a parking lot. It sounds silly, but I mean, how many bodies are found under parking lots? The fact that there was another body with the supposed body of King Richard makes it even more weird.
Here's a Black Friday special by Uribe.
Man, Thanksgiving was delicious, and I can't wait for Christmas! Oh boy, a present!
Happy Black Friday!
Ah!
In this video, I'll show you what to buy, what not to buy, what's hot, what's not hot during Black Friday shopping. This Black Friday, you may want to shop either at Kohl's, Hot Topic, Aeropostale, Hollister, whether it's Sears, Kohl's, Aeropostale, Hot Topic, Hollister, any store they sell clothes. This holiday season, you may want to buy yourself a nice coat, a hat, some shoes, some jeans, anything to match for Christmas.
Swag.
Don't forget to buy your loved ones some jewelry.
Yeah.
Sir, what are you looking to buy this Black Friday? Thank you for your time.
A TV!
People during Black Friday, they usually want to buy themselves a nice plasma TV to watch their soccer games, football games, etc. But you may also want to look for the economic price and the brand. Samsung, Panasonic, LG, Sony, Toshiba, they're all good brands. This Friday, I'm saying the prices are going to drop down the lowest, $250, $199 at least. Don't forget about your laptops, cheapest ones, starting at $250 this Black Friday. Did I mention phones are going to be on sale as well?
You already know.
Video games. Hey, is that DJ Eddie? DJ Eddie? Hey, DJ Eddie! For this holiday season, I recommend these video games. For your Xbox 360, NBA 2K13. Halo 4. Mario games for the Nintendo Wii console. WWE 13. FIFA Soccer 13. You may want to buy yourself a PS Vita as well. $2.99, but at that night it's gonna drop low. As well as Assassin's Creed 3.
Michael Jackson again!
This holiday season, get your kid a Wii U. On sale starting at $2.99. But wait, there's more. The price is gonna drop down to that very same night. Don't forget about your Xbox. Good games, such as Black Ops. Super Mario Bros. 2 is a recommended game for your son or daughter. Only for Nintendo 3DS. I think I'm lost in these savings. Holiday savings, that is. For Black Friday, you may also want to check out the Christmas decorations, because they're going to be in a low, cheap price. Bratz. For Real Friends. Cabbage Patch Kids. Baby Alive. Disney Princess. Dora the Explorer. Hello Kitty. My Little Pony. And last but not least, Josh? No. Barbie. These are the toys you're supposed to buy for your little girls these holiday seasons. This holiday season, I recommend dolls. Dora, Fluffy, Electronic Pet, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Power Rangers, Samurai, Star Wars, WWE Wrestling, and Beyblade. Those are the toys you want to get your boys this holiday season. Please don't buy your child a toy gun. It will only bring violence and destruction at your homes. Imaginext is also a good product toy to buy your boys this holiday seasons. Example A, Josh.
I'm playing right now.
Example B, Josue. A bike is the perfect gift for your son or daughter this Christmas. Safety first.
Dear Santa, I want a pony.
I hope this video helped you find something suitable during Black Friday shopping. Happy holidays!
And a Happy New Year.
Thank you, Rive. Thanks for tuning in into Truth Be Told. Until next time, same time, same place. This is Gisela
and Rosario.
Bye.
Yay!
Lights, camera, action.